Hey everybody, Mike here, and welcome to the Game News of the Week. Got a lot to talk about this week with Star Wars Outlaws getting a release date for its first DLC, for those of you that are still playing it and excited about this. And then Bungie has revealed some first details on its next expansion called Revenant. There was a dev stream they did, so got some details on that. Baldur's Gate 3 Patch 7 is now available on consoles too, with some cool things going on there. We also got the release date of Sea of Stars Dawn of Equinox. And lastly, some nice update news on Elden Ring getting its latest patch. It's mostly to fix bugs, but still something to note and talk about, guys. So you're in for a treat on this one. Let's jump right in. Kicking things off with Star Wars Outlaws unveils release date for DLC. So I know this game has not been everybody's cup of tea. You know, it's been okay. I think recently I read and heard that it only sold 1 million copies like within a month, and that is bad. Ooh, that is bad. I believe they also announced it's going to be released on Steam soon as well, though. So they're going away from being just launching the PC version on its launcher platform only. They're going to have it be on Steam as well with their games going forward. So this looks like they're making a change with this one. There's also Assassin's Creed Shadows next year will also launch day one on Steam along with everything else. So good news there, but it sucks it had to take him so long to finally learn this lesson. And in case you didn't know, it's been confirmed that KVS and Nyx will soon receive the Lando DLC alongside new updates, which will also be available on Valve soon. And the release that we got for the first DLC, Wildcard, will launch on November 21st, featuring Nyx and K infiltrating a high-stakes Sabacc tournament where they will face off against legendary Lando Calrissian. Additionally, they will be adding new free contracts for all players, and they also confirmed that Star Wars Outlaws will arrive on Steam on the same day, November 21st. It also had its recent patch with that toning down the more challenging stealth sections, as well as adding cross saves and fixing many other issues in the game. So some better news and good news for this game. It sucks as a, IP of Star Wars, they bought the license for this. It's the first ever open world Star Wars game as they promoted it, and it's not doing so hot compared to like other games. I know 1 million copies is a lot to some people, but realistically though, they need to sell way more. Who knows, they could set up selling some more once this goes on sale for Black Friday. I know the Ubisoft games usually go on sale pretty fast, so we'll have to wait and see. Next up, Destiny 2 first details of the new expansion Revenant. So Bungie was talking about this in a dev stream they did recently. And the devs already announced, like at the start of September, that there'll be significant changes for Destiny 2 coming. The game will no longer receive a major annual expansion, and will instead receive 2 medium-sized expansions each year, focusing on a non-linear format alongside other gameplay system innovations and changes. The upcoming Destiny 2 Revenant, which begins on October 8th, also gave the first details of codename Apollo. The expansion is set to release next summer, which will feature Metroidvania elements among other surprises. Codename Apollo was announced in early September as part of the new content strategy. At the time, it was described as a non-linear character-driven adventure with mentions of the word Metroidvania, though it wasn't confirmed. Now, in the live stream that happened, Bungie has provided new details about this expansion, which will arrive next summer as the first of the medium-sized releases. Destiny 2 will receive twice a year. Bungie says these expansions will be similar in size to Rise of Iron, the expansion for the first Destiny, which, according to the website How Long to Beat, lasted around 6 hours, or up to 16 hours for completion. Each of these expansions will have its own campaign and content that players can dive deep into beyond the initial experience. Apollo will begin the new Destiny 2 Frontier saga with a journey to the Metroidvania-inspired destination that features a non-linear campaign, putting players in the driver's seat to explore its world and story. Bungie says players will have the freedom to explore multiple locations from the start, and some areas will only be accessible once a specific item is found elsewhere. A typical feature of the Metroidvania genre. Along the way, there will be characters to meet and decisions to make, and Apollo will include between 25 to 30 different narrative threads that players can discover as they complete various activities. The idea is to keep them exploring and immersed in the world. The inspirations for this expansive range from early 60s progressive rock bands like King Crimson and Jefferson Airplane to Kurt Vonnegut's novel Slaughterhouse-5 and HBO's Scavenger's Reign TV series. The setting for the expansion is described as an exotic, custom-built world centered around the joy of discovery, where players will gain powerful abilities to uncover secrets and forge their own path toward the great mystery at the heart of the planet. Additionally, next year, as part of Bungie's efforts to revitalize Destiny 2, studio will also introduce a system called Next Gen Armor. As explained in an extensive blog post, the system aims to make armor exciting again by giving it unique properties and more manageable stats. This will mean a lower number of unique stats on any given armor piece, with greater contributions to those stats and each stat point providing a greater benefit. All in all, it sounds like very good news for Destiny players, so hopefully you guys are looking forward to this and they're going to be making the changes you want. Then Baldur's Gate 3 Patch 7 is now available on consoles. So originally this came out on PC first, with the console patch coming later on, which finally has arrived. And with this brings mods to consoles as well. This is official mod support in this patch. Not only that, there's new evil endings, redesigned split screen mode, along with another impossible addition. And this is exciting because to celebrate the modding season and the fact that over 15 million mods have already been downloaded, collaboration with MASH is also being shared, featuring the origin characters from Baldur's Gate 3 facing the tumultuous mod wizard and his army of unfiltered chaos. So very cool stuff here, because Layered Studios is basically including the officially putting mods in the hands of all players, so anything can happen. I mean, on PC, there's already been someone who's essentially like cracked the modding tool to the point of where they can essentially make their own campaigns now. And that is a separate mod available, not included in the official mod support. Something I will definitely probably tinker with in the future. But unfortunately, console players will be out of luck on that type of mod. They only be able to use the ones that are official mods within this latest patch. But it's great to hear the success, and I don't think this is the end for Baldur's Gate 3 in terms of updates. Sure, we'll get some like small hotfixes. Well, now there might be even another major update in the future from the team, but I know Larian's still focused on their newer projects. They got like 2 games working on simultaneously that we may not see for many years to come. Hopefully not too long though. I don't know. I don't want to wait till like 2028, 2029, but it may take that long. Then for you fans of this indie darling of a game, Sea of Stars, well, Dawn of Equinox has a release date, and here's what you should know about that as well as the other updates coming with it. Sea of Stars originally launched on PS4, PS5, Nintendo Switch, Xbox Series X and S, XS1, and PC. As one of the styles that, captivates you with its art. It kind of has like this Chrono Trigger type feel to it as well, because the gameplay and story is awesome for an indie RPG like this. It's from the same creators of The Messenger. And just because you may have beaten the base game, that doesn't mean Sea of Stars is over. No. There is more coming. Sabotage Studio had previously announced that the game would continue receiving content over the coming months. First major update will arrive on November 12th with the release of Dawn of Equinox. The free update for Sea of Stars will bring a wealth of content, such as introducing a new local co-op mode for the 3 players, allowing the campaign to be completed in multiplayer. The update will also add a new combat mechanic called time hits, but that's not the only addition to gameplay. Mysterious locks are also coming, adding a gameplay loop that reveals how to break enemy spells as new enemy types appear in battle. Additionally, combo points will now carry over between battle. This update will also bring a revamped prologue with combat sequences for the younger versions of the heroes. This updated flow removes the flashback structure of the game's start and introduces playable action sequences. There's also a new cinematic scene added for a key moment in the story, a new relic for speedrunners, an upgrade to the pet tracker relic, new initial difficulty presets, and a variety of quality life improvements. So fantastic stuff, guys. Do not sleep on this, especially if you're into like, those more old school retro style type of RPGs. This is definitely like I said before, it gives me Chrono Trigger vibes. I still have yet to fully dive into myself, and it's also still available on Game Pass to this day. So as far as I know, it's still gonna be on there. It released last year, dropped on Game Pass right away. So yeah, hopefully they keep it on there for a while longer, and you can go that route if you don't want to spend full money on this, and pay full price. But it goes on sale pretty consistently on Steam too. And then lastly, Elden Ring gets another update. Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree updates with patch 1.15. There was an update not too long ago. I didn't fully go into it, just didn't have time, but it's already available now on all platforms. The last update, though, made me a little mad because they nerfed the freaking final boss of the DLC. I'm like, dude, why? No! So that's frustrating, but this is mostly going to be about, bug fixes that I want to go into here. Would fix a bug where the cutscene that plays when entering the Shadowkeep Church District would play again, and when re-entering the area, fix a bug where some of the Golden Fist weapon attacks would not deal damage when the player was affected by certain special effects. Fix a bug where the Golden Fist weapon one-handed heavy attack power was lower than expected. Fix a bug that prevented the aspects of the Crucible, Thorns, and Incantation from being cast when used in quick succession. Fixed a bug where the smithing talisman effect did not apply to some weapons during attacks. Fixed a bug that prevented the use of ashes in some areas of the Scattertree Avatar Battle Arena. Didn't know about that. Fixed a bug where Rolana, Twin Moon Knight, would sometimes perform unexpected actions when interacting with objects in the battle area. That I never experienced either. Fixed a bug that allowed skills to be used in incorrect combinations with weapons under certain circumstances. Wow. It's like a lot of stuff I just personally never went through, and it's crazy that some people did. Fixed a bug that caused unexpected rendering and behavior of some enemies under certain circumstances. Fixed a bug where some sound effects did not play correctly. Several performance improvements and other bug fixes, right? And there's some stuff here on the possible unstable performance fixes when it comes to like console, stuff like that. Here you can look over real quick. But yeah, I mean, it's good. They're still updating this. They're still fixing stuff with it and improving the game overall. You know, when they do these major patches, it almost like makes it a new entire game, basically, which is awesome. That's without even mods added in, you know. I still gotta do mod playthroughs of this game, but it's fantastic. If you have not played Elden Ring, I highly recommend it. Please do. Get the Shadow Tree DLC. It's a lot of fun overall, very challenging. They did make it easier too overall, not just the fun of boss fight, but there's some other stuff they did to make it a little bit easier, which I kind of wish they didn't. But it is what it is. So let me know your thoughts on this, guys. Are you excited for a Sea of Stars update that's coming out later? Are you happy about the Elden Ring patch? For those that are playing Baldur's Gate 3 on console, are you excited for the official mod support? Any mods you've been trying out? For the Destiny players, are you happy with what Destiny 2 is doing, the new expansion structure Bungie's doing, I should say, as far as devs? So hopefully it helps you out. And those that are playing Star Wars Outlaws, are you excited for the DLC coming up soon? Let me know in the comments, guys. Don't forget, check out the links in the description below if you want to go above and beyond by becoming a patron today. There's some cool perks there. There's also YouTube memberships. There's also the Discord, guys. You want to discuss things, gaming and otherwise, when I don't stream. In my Discord, you're welcome to join, where we have a good time. So yeah, that's about all I got for you today, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit that like if you did. Subscribe if you're new. My name is Mike. Thanks for watching.